Hello everyone, welcome to provide a solution given this nice algebra problem, which is x minus 2 raised to power 6. This is equal to 5 to power 6. So what are the values of x? Now solution, we have that x subtract 2 raised to power 6. This is equal to 5 to power 6. Now we can express x subtract 2 to power 6 as x subtract 2 to power 3 raised to power 2. Okay, then this is equal to 5 to power 3 raised to power 2. Now let's take 5 to power 3 raised to power 2 on the left hand side, so that we'll have x subtract 2 to power 3 raised to power 2 subtract 5 to power 3 raised to power 2, and this is equal to 0. Now this actually is in the form of a squared minus b squared, which is actually the difference of two squares, which you can express as a plus b, a minus b. Now from this equation here, a is equal to x minus 2 raised to power 3, and b is equal to 5 to power 3. So that means that a plus b, that is a plus b, this is essentially equal to x subtract 2, okay, this to power 3 plus 5 to power 3. And a subtract b, this is x subtract 2 to power 3 subtract 5 to power 3. Now that means here we equate this to 0 and this to 0. So here we have case 1 here, which is x subtract 2 to power 3 plus 5 to power 3, this is equal to 0. And also we have case 2, which is basically x subtract 2 to power 3 subtract 5 to power 3, this is equal to 0. So let's solve this case 1 and case 2. Now case 1, we have x subtract 2 to power 3 plus 5 to power 3, and this is in the form of the sum of two cubes, that is a cubed plus b cubed, which you can express as a plus b, a squared minus ab plus b squared. So now we have x minus 2 here, a plus b here. This is x subtract 2 plus 5. And then a squared, that is x subtract 2 squared subtract 5 multiplied by x subtract 2, then plus 5 squared, which is 25. So this is equal to 0. So this is x subtract 2 plus 5. So this is x plus 3. And here we have x minus 2 raised to power 2, which is x squared subtract 4x plus 4 subtract negative 5 times x, this is negative 5x, then negative 5 times negative 2, this is plus 10, then plus 25, this is equal to 0. So here you have x plus 3, okay, and then we have x squared. So you have negative 4x subtract 5x, this is negative 9x. Then we have 4 plus 10, which is 14. And then now we'll have 14 plus 25, which is equal to, this is 39. So this is equal to 0. And then from here, we'll have two parts here. We have x plus 3. This is equal to 0. And we have the quadratic equation, which is x squared minus 9x plus 39. This is equal to 0. So let's solve these two. Now x1 here, this is equal to negative 3. And now we have the quadratic equation, which is in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, this is equal to 0. Now from this quadratic equation, a is equal to 1, b is equal to -9, and c is equal to 39. Okay, now from here, we have to solve for the values of x2 and x3 by applying the quadratic formula, which is -b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all this divided by 2a. So substituting the values of a, b, and c, we'll have -9 plus or minus b squared, this is -9 squared, subtract 4 times a, which is 1, then subtract c, multiply by c, which is 39. All this divided by 2 times 1. So this follows that we'll have negative times -9, this is 9, plus or minus. Now we have the square root of -9 squared, which is 81. Subtract 39 times 4, that is 39 times 4. So this is the 6, carry 3. 4 times 3, 12, plus 3, that is 156. All this divided by 2. So let's proceed here. So here we have 9 plus or minus the square root of 81 subtract 156. This is -75 divided by 2. So this is equal to 9 plus or minus. We can express -75 as 25 times 3 times -1 divided by 2. And this is actually equal to 9 plus or minus the square root of, now here, this is the square root of 25, this is 5. Let me write this as 9 plus or minus 5. Square root of -1, this is I. Square root of 3 divided by 2. So now from what you have here, now this means that, so we have x2 is equal to 9 plus 5i square root of 3 divided by 2. x3 is equal to 9 subtract 5i square root of 3 divided by 2. Now let's proceed to case 2. Now case 2, we have x subtract 2 raised to power 3 subtract 5 to power 3. This is equal to 0. Now actually, x subtract 2 to power 3 subtract 5 to power 3. This is actually the difference of 2 cubes expressed as a cubed minus b cubed, which we can express as a minus b, a squared, okay, plus ab plus b squared. So now, from what we have here, we'll have x, a minus b, in this case is x, subtract 2, subtract 5, then a squared, this is x minus 2, squared, plus 5, multiplied by x, subtract 2, then plus 5 squared, which is actually 25. Now this is equal to 0. So this is x subtract 7. Here we'll have x squared subtract 4x plus 4 plus 5 times x, this is 5x, 5 times -2, that is -10, then plus 25, this is equal to 0. So we have x subtract 7, okay, this is equal to 0 as one part, and then we have x squared, now -4x plus 5x, so this is plus x. Then we have 4 subtract 10, this is actually -6. Then we have -6 plus 25. So this is plus 19, this is equal to 0. So here we have that this is x, x4 is equal to 7, x4 is equal to 7. And then the next part here, we have a quadratic equation, okay, which is actually in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So a is equal to 1, b is also equal to 1, and c is equal to 19. Now, the next phase here is to solve for x5, and x6 by introducing the quadratic formula, which is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all this divided by 2a. So here we'll have negative b, which is negative 1, plus or minus the square root of b squared, which is 1 squared, subtract 4 times 1 times 19, all this divided by 2. Now let's proceed here so that we'll have, so negative 1 plus or minus the square root of, now this is 1 squared is 1, subtract 4 times 19, this is actually 76, all this divided by 2. Now this is equal to negative 1 plus or minus the square root of, this is negative 75 divided by 2. So this follows that we'll have negative 1 plus or minus. Now the square root of negative 75 can be expressed as 25 times 3 times negative 1 divided by 2. Now this is equal to negative 1 plus or minus. Now square root of 25, this is 5. Square root of negative 1, this is I. Square root of 3, all this divided by 2. So that means that x5, x6, this is equal to negative 1 plus or minus 5i square root of 3 divided by 2. Now, actually, we have 6 solutions, as you can see. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and subscribe. See you in the next video.